Righteous Pete! What up? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you're from. You see, burnout that dive kick is only, well, I guess I can just keep talking. So. Hey, where's my face at? What's all this? What's that? Why is there a big Twitch icon on? What's going on? What is that? What? Why is that there? That don't make sense. Shucks. What is that? Is there a message? What? The chat is ready to display messages. Apparently not. Let me refresh that, maybe. Oh, okay. Okay. I think it's good now. Weird. Ooh, it's so ready to display. It's the messages are here. Okay. Right there. I want to configure this to have some opacity. How can I do that? Properties? What a biz. It's rare to see Kaz play a character that's not top tier. He may be investing in the future. Like, I can see Jamie actually being top tier if they clean this game up, so it's good to prepare. Right, Nello? What if they just nerf everybody else and take away damage? Boom, Jamie's top tier. He's got a dive kick. Kazunoko likes dive kicks and uppercuts. He does play Cammy, right? I'd be surprised if Kazunoko doesn't main Cammy. I think he does. I think he do. Check it out, I'm getting fat. But it's American muscle, don't worry about it. I gave up on cutting, so I'm bulking. Can't say no to food from my wife. Can't say no to food from my mom. I can't say no if my dad brings some fast food burgers. I want to waste food. If I want to lose weight, I basically have to only eat what they give me and then fast, regardless of whatever the time is from the next meal to the next. Probably play Jamie in tournament if he was viable. He is. What do you mean? I want a local tournament with Jamie. He's viable. Viable means the character doesn't even work. To me, I think viable is just, it's not descriptive enough for fighting games. It's like viable means this character is broken, or like top tier. Tournament viable. I guess I take it to the most literal extreme sense. Is it impossible to win with the character? Okay, it's impossible. They're not viable. Hey, what up, Brett? Just I've seen Jamie doing a big CBT event, it's like top 32. There's only a few Jamies. He's difficult to play. That is for sure. And when you have a game with $1 million prize pool, 2 million, more than that, there's a rush to get to the top. So you don't want to play characters who are complex unless the effort's immediately worth it. It's not immediately worth it. And that's not to say even if you do master Jamie and you have all the complexity to the same degree that the simplicity, it's like the same level. Like I play Jamie as well as I play Luke, and now they're on equal footing as far as their piloting. Still doesn't mean Jamie's better than Luke, but he's still really good. But I think the fact is that, what the heck's going on here? I think the fact is it's just complex. And through that complexity, it's easier to make mistakes. And if you make a mistake in this game, you can lose the whole round, especially with Jamie. Oh man, you can really see where Jamie suffers if you are one round behind, or even the rounds are tied 1-1. They have level 3 and you don't. You can really see how bad Jamie can be. If you don't get those initial hits and drinks, you just get steamrolled because you're low on drive gauge. You don't have drinks. You don't have supers to even, sort out the drive gauge a little bit. But yeah, Zero Drink Jamie is the worst character in the game. So yeah. My lady friend first. For me, I gotta exercise more to prep for the future. You gotta build a base. I could totally right now do one of those before and after photos where it looks like, wow, he really did work out for 6 months. I could do a before and after photo today that made me look like I had made massive gains. Those pictures are usually fake. You just do one where you stick your gut out, and then you do one where you're flexing with the light just right. Boom! 6 months of progress. I could literally do that right now. But yeah, it helps a lot if you've already had years of experience in the gym. But it seems like you get a lot more out of it when you're first starting off. You'll see progress quick if you just start working out consistently for a month. You'll see results as long as you eat protein and lift. Dive kick. I think Jamie can currently win tournaments, but he has some bad matchups that get in the way. Like Knuckle Dude playing Guile. That sucks. Is that true with playing Jamie too? Go to the gym? I forgot what we were talking about. Just dive kick. Full hit. Yeah, that is one of the things with Jamie is he has many things you have to space really well. You have to space and time his heavy kick really well. You have to space and time his dive kick really well. You can also whiff punish with sweep, but it has to have good spacing. I want to check that real quick. Because I feel like his sweep actually does not have as good of a range as people think. Like the first hit does, and that's it. I think when most people think of Jamie's sweep, they think of the full thing, the first and second hit. What's this OST? It's from a young fellow called Automatic. If you're a sub to the stream, you can go to the Discord and download a CD I put together. Put a little compilation of my old tunes together on the Discord. Should be a link that opens up. It's real good, thank you. Hey, Doggy Sam with the rare cooldown, just picking it up off the floor. Nobody else wanted. He said, I'll take it. I'll take it. What you been, man? The rare cooldown reminds me of Rumbleverse, and it makes me sad. Sad in pants. I reset my BIOS recently, the default settings, and there was something adjusted to the CPU voltage, and I wonder if that was causing my crashes. I don't know how that got configured. But if I get another crash, what I'm gonna do next is, which I don't think it's gonna help, but I got another power supply, 650 watts. The one I have in my PC is 500. And I think it's kind of pushing the wattage too much. So I'll try to swap those if I get a few more crashes. If that don't work, I'm just gonna build another PC. All I need is a motherboard and probably a CPU. Yeah. I already have my old graphics card. I got a 2080 Super waiting in the wings. So let's. Who has a good sweep? We'll go with Ken. Ken has a decent sweep.
Smart choice.
It's decent. And look at this. I'm not at the correct FPS. What if this camera's voltage is trash? I think it's camera hub. I think this thing just sucks. I'll keep it at this though. Or maybe I can lower the. It don't gotta be 60 FPS.
What are you waiting for?
I change that. I guess I don't.
I don't have time to play.
Hey, what up, Nerdo? Jesus loves you. You know, I've been watching a lot of videos concerning that era, and I want to point out. Sometimes people go in the YouTube comments and they have like a sob story about how
What are you waiting for?
they were addicted to something and blah blah blah, and they were, you know, to turn their life around. And then they have a link at the bottom that's like, you can help me if you go to my Cash App. It's like, you just made all this up, didn't you? You're taking advantage of kind Christians. Ain't nothing wrong with you. That's so messed up. Hey, what up, Papa Greg? How's it going? Am I good at this game? I'm alright. I think I'm number 3 or 4. Jamie and A. And it doesn't really matter that much.
What are you waiting for?
What am I doing? Gotta fix something, right? Let's see if I can fix my face. Resolution, default, custom. Can I change this? Nah. No, that wouldn't work.
I don't have time to play.
Anyways. Oh yeah, sweep. So, the way we can do this is Ken's sweep, I don't think moves him forward. So what we can do is just do a little jump and sweep. And then I can adjust my character. So at this space, both of my sweeps hit. So let me back up a little bit. That's still good. Right about here, this is where the first hit of my sweep was not hit. I think this actually does have more range than Ken's sweep. So let's find out. Yeah, it does have more range. So it's better than Ken's. Yep. My what is so hard right now from telling me that? No. You alright, man? Do I have to learn how to ban people on YouTube now? This is the second time I got somebody. Hey man, God bless you. How do I ban people on YouTube? Let me really figure that out. We appreciate that. I need to learn a new skill. How do you do that? Content? Oh, it's up. Okay. Go live. How do you see your stream chat on YouTube? Can I do it from here? Oh, I can. Put user in timeout on YouTube. Block user on YouTube. That's not so difficult. Cool. Oh, I did play a set with Nightmare Effect yesterday, and that went really well. It was a good set. I think I lost the first two and won the next two. After that, But there was one set that I got kicked, so I think he actually won more games than I did. But I won the last set, so I'm the best. So something else I want to do after I get my relax for a little bit. I want to really go over what are the best options to do as Jamie after level 3. You know, we're gonna really put that together. I made a. Do I have Chrome and? Son of a gun. I got Google Chrome and Edge both on. Let me fix that. Maybe that's why I'm chugging. What's this? 100 bits from Righteous Pete. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, man. 100 whole bits. I don't think I looked at this video upload of me. Let me take a look. We're all in this together. Learning frames? I am frames. Oh, it's so messed up. Dang it, now I want to open up Street Fighter 6. I want to see what is the earliest Kimberly's elbow can actually hit you. Because it makes me wonder if there's a way to block backwards in case they cross up. And then if one happens at a later point or an earlier point, you could block the other way. So it makes the elbow less valid. Because that's what's happening. That's why I got punish countered while I was parrying. I didn't know which direction to block. Which is something I don't think a lot of people take advantage of. The punish counter state of parry while it's recovering. So it means you can mix somebody up when they parry and then get a punish counter because of it. Like if they parry and then you do a late overhead, they still gotta block the overhead. Unless they hold the parry, which most of the time people want to do that. So that means that overhead would punish counter and give you a combo after it. In for some shared misery ranked. I'm not sure if I'm up to ranked right now, to be honest. I'm feeling pretty good about my 1942. My 1942 MR. I might press it one time and see what happens. But I'm more interested in playing sets, so I'll try to pursue some matches with people. Mastery misery. Yep. That's the Jamie life. We gotta play soon, yeah, for sure. I'm down to play this stream if you're available. So close to Legend. Maybe like 100 points away. I don't know what Legend is anymore, because I know if you get 2K, it's not enough. I was playing Gentleman Thieves with JV the other day. Nice. 2041, so yeah, that means I need 100 points to get to Legend. Just to qualify for it. To secure Legend, you probably need like 2150 or something. Yuck. Oh, that's an automatic combo right there. You don't see no other Jamie's doing that. They should though. So what was the initial hit? Medium kick for heavy kick. Activate. Yeah, I felt pretty good about this activation because I'm gonna lose all my drinks when it's over, but his health is really low. I can kill him with one mix-up. Command grab's in range to kill. I'm pretty sure I'd have to use OD command grab. Which is something I should probably sort out right now. Is what is the minimum health for a regular command grab to kill them? Because I know with super, it's best to just do down medium punch and then super, but this wouldn't be enough. It needs to be around here to kill. But if they had this much health, then I might have to do down medium punch, drive rush, medium punch, down heavy punch, and then I could probably drive rush again. I should be able to kill him from here if I had super. But the problem with activating level 2 is you no longer gain meter. You don't gain any super art meter unless you do it at drink 4. FA starts February 1st? Dang! Oh, don't you get something cool? Man, I should secure Legendary. I won't focus on it. Anyways, you won't get your super. So it's impossible for me to kill Super Art 1. It's also unlikely that I'll actually get Super. But since it's the last round for both of us, this is the last decision to make. So I figure I should put myself in the strongest position possible. Get 4 drinks, activate, forward heavy kick on block is plus like 12 or something like that. It's actually really plus. I think it's more than that actually. I think it's plus 16? It could be plus 16. Yeah. I got mad at Brian F. the other day in a YouTube short. I'm starting to not want to interact with most content creators. I support them, right? But I don't want to get involved, man. It's like people have a lot of followers, their fan base usually sucks, and it's not their fault. But I'd rather just talk to people on the telephone. Hey man, can I just call people on the phone and talk to them? I'm tired of this internet nonsense. Not more. Yeah, there's been 2 cases that happened recently on Twitter where I was like, why did I even? One was with, I pointed out whether or not people see characters or do they see the history of the players in a major tournament. I think that's an interesting discussion. And Brian F commented on it, and then there was this suspicion that I was being a jerk or like I was being something that Brian F was implying. I was like, oh god. And then recently, I tweeted at Punk. I said, you'd be a great Third Strike player, something like that. And then he's like, respectfully, Third Strike is trash. I'm like, all right, man, cool. But then it turns into a whole thing where you get quote tweeted and then it's blah blah blah. Man, Punk fans are either unbearably supportive or unbearably against Punk, and I'm not interested in either part. Can I just talk to the person on the phone? Leave the internet out of it. Too much. Anyways, yeah, I could kill with the command grab. You were the one that tweeted him that? I thought it was a nice thing to say. Isn't that a compliment? I've always said that. Like, because it's like people think that the new players who are good at the modern fighting games, they can't do it back in the day. Back in the day, the old fighting games, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, no, it's not always true. There's definitely players who can probably play the old games and be great at it. But I think I was wrong. If they don't like the game, then they're not going to be good at it. Probably. Maybe. And here's the other thing. Punk said also, respectfully, that game is trash, and then laughing face emoji. Which, if that was a conversation in person, it'd be kind of funny. I'd be like, man, shut up. But since it's on the internet and everyone else is involved, it's not like I can say, man, would y'all mind your own business? That is the business. That's the internet's business. To be stupid, instigate, interpret their own way. But it's not, like, it's my fault. Again, my fault. I'm just gonna not get involved anymore. I'm just gonna leave it alone, post some tech videos. Try to spread some positivity. Yes?
You want to have this one?
Right now?
No, I mean, when?
Okay. About 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright. Emotion is often lost through text. I forgot where I heard it, but like the easiest way to lie is through the phone because you can't see the person's facial expression. But then I think that was written before text existed. So the easiest way to lie is text. And the internet. Can't see nothing. Hey, I wonder whatever happened to Born Free. There's no context with text. And people bring in their bias. Everybody, both sides, no matter what. You bring in your own bias when you can't really be there in person to see what's going on. kind of what is deeply missed about fighting games, arcade experience, the in-person experience. It came with some unpleasantries too, but better than Twitter experience. X. Like, I could cover and make a video about that interaction with Brian F, the interaction with Punk, but I don't think anything good would come of it. I made a video about Ken being bottom 20, which is like to be funny. But even some of the comments on that were like, Ken players are just trying to not get nerfed. Why? I don't take anybody serious who thinks Ken. Like, oh, it's my fault, my fault. Sorry. How can I make this world a better place? Because this ain't it. Bah, bah, bah. Had to. See, this is the Luke player's fault for sure. Because what else can I really do here? This is the only good thing for me to do here, and even this level 3 is not even that good. I'm looking for the level 3 anyways because my drive gauge is so low. But what's not good about this level 3 is I have 0 drinks, so the level 3 is not going to do any damage. If I wanted to do damage with this, I need to combo it before I do it to help in the damage department because I'm at 0 drinks, so I need to just do more hits. So what that means is after I do the level 3, I'll get some gauge back, but I would have got some gauge back, but my combo options are limited and it feels like I need to drink. But the good news is I'm 1 round ahead, so I have some room to use this level 3. And the next round, well, if I lose this round, I'll still build up a bar or 2, maybe even 3. Yeah, level 1's not projectile involved. Maybe I could have done it earlier before the fireball. I could have done level 1 right here. But honestly, I think the level 3 is, I guess it's better. Well, I wouldn't have taken the drive gauge damage from not, because I wouldn't have got, the heavy punch would not have been blocked. So I would have had more drive gauge. And with the level 1, I probably would have gained about up to 2 bars. And I still could have done the drink. Which maybe level 1 and then play neutral for level 2 activation. That could have been a good option. Because level 1, their life would have been right about here. Maybe I would have had over 3 gauges by the time I set up the level 2. And then level 2 with 3 gauges, I can absolutely kill with the right hit with that amount of health. So they could have been 2 hits away. I mean, honestly, that's a more considerable choice. The level 3 is a little bit more stable. Especially because it's the only thing that works there besides perfect parry. I could have done OD uppercut, but that's terrible. I actually do go for the... So this post level 3 option is to do the best I can, basically. In terms of doing damage, I'm at 0 drinks, so this is the best I can do, I think, for being able to do damage and get a drink. I don't get Oki, but at least I'm not spending more drive gauge. I'm building more drive gauge through the combo, and I'm gonna get 1 drink after this. It may even be worth it to not drink at this point, because I do have a decent lead. It's just if I go for this knockdown, it's best if I use a drive rush, and that's gonna like lock in. I'm gonna be below 2 bars if I do a drive rush on this knockdown. And dashing up twice on this knockdown, I don't. It might be +1. Might be. Man, I gotta have the game up. Yeah, we're gonna do some investigating on post level 3 today. Medium kick Baicho? What's Baicho? Baicho. Got swagger step. Maybe you meant medium kick. What do you think of how other drunken boxes in the fighting games compared to Jamie Virtua Fighter? I don't know too much about Virtua Fighter. I really don't know too much about, what's his name, Lei Wulong? He's really cool. I always wanted to play him. But yeah, it's similar. He takes. Oh, you mean Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I'm just not familiar with these kind of characters with the drunken stances. But the idea is they're really complicated, and he is. Jamie takes a lot of work. What guys like Punk v Expal do to get suboptimal Jamie to high MR? I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. Well, with Punk, he has really good reads. He's very fuel efficient and makes very good reads, and his footsies are the best in the business. So it doesn't matter what character, it's gonna spill over. One of those aspects is gonna spill over. And also, in my opinion, I hate to say it because it kind of takes away from the skill, but I think people get nervous when they play against Punk. Too nervous. Tend to play worse. This level 3 is good news for me, especially because it burnt them out. It means that if I lose this round, he's not gonna have level 3 next round. But we're also burnt out, both of us, so I can kind of get away with this. Wow! Oh man, I got hit by that. I should have just blocked until. Oh, here's the issue. Because they activated level 3 in burnout, it makes it so their burnout is recovering before mine does. So they're gonna recover before I do. And we're both gaining meter. I wonder who's gaining more meter during this. It's about the same, but still bad. It looks like we're gaining about the same amount of meter. But because his meter is higher than mine, it just means he's gonna recover first. He recovers first, it means he's gonna get drive gauge before I do. So I don't want him to have that when I'm in the corner. So I have to try to find a way out. If I just kept blocking, I would have got hit by DI. If I had super, it'd be a whole different game. And maybe I had to look for throws and DI eventually. But I had to find a way out. So actually, this was a pretty good level 3. It's crazy how much it can secure the round for you. Oh, that was a good uppercut. Man, it's just so tough, man. It's just so many things in this game. Feel like even though you're ahead in resources, ahead in health, if they got super
57 months, let's
digging away your drive gauge. See, this needed to be a perfect parry. I couldn't even drive impact this. You know, I never looked at if you can jump against this move. Like neutral jump. Who's that? Why so what up, man? 57 months. Appreciate you. Welcome back to the World Strongest Sports Break. I gotta take a lunch break in about 10 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is play the best of 5 show archive from last night. I am now co-hosting best of 5 with Elan. And we talked about quite a few things yesterday. So I'm gonna play the archive.
Is that a grab?
Just a long. You can do standing HP against it. That sounds good, but also a gamble. Because there's a gap in between the hits of standing heavy punch. That's a punish counter. Why? I don't know. But between the second and third hit, there's a big gap. So there's a chance he might release it and hit you during that. But I should try it out and see how consistent it is. Oh. 3. Do I do it? Yes. Definitely. That's the match. Beep, 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 beep. On reaction, you can always jab check into combo Luke's heavy knuckle. Oh. Yeah, I need to just try it out and see what happens. Because I want to perfect parry it. Because that deals with everything pretty safely. I just can't believe that move has throw Oki in the corner. Because there's no pushback or push away, I guess. Just puts him in throw range. Plus frames throw range. Luke. Luke Privy. Dang, I can't believe I didn't punish. Was I too slow? I had pretty good timing. My drive rush was a little bit off, but maybe it just doesn't punish. Jamie kind of derp sometimes. This whole game kind of derp sometimes. What do I mean? Oh. It's surprising how often, especially nowadays, you whiff a palm in people's face and they're like, they didn't hit me? Like they don't bother going for the whiff punish. Because they think they're gonna block it. Oh man, very good. Man, ain't that minus? Hold on, I need to check something once and for all for a Honda. The Hungry Man slaps. Sometimes it's -4, but I don't, or -5, but I don't know when. You don't really see this move that often. Oh, it's always at least -4 unless it's OD. But what about with the V skill or V skill? Hey, where's that at? When you charge it up? What song is this? This is Knowledge. Knowledge with an X. It's called Take Me Back. Spotify's jacked up. Take Me Back. Down here. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, maybe it looks like the hands don't change. Is this really called Praise the Sun? Yeah, it doesn't change the advantage on blocks, so this is always at a minimum -4, but I think the 4 frame doesn't reach sometimes. OD hands is -3, so it's always your turn. I guess. Crazy how a lot of Honda players, people started perfect parrying headbutt, and now you don't see any Honda players. I think this character is like halfway discovered for most people. Like they use half of his tools. Makes no sense to me. I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't want to play good Hondas and Blankas. But I think he's another case of a character who is much better than what people think. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Gotta jab check him. See, I didn't go for the drink there. Oh, I did kill, right? Yeah, I killed. Could I have killed from right? No. Yeah, I did, okay. I did the right thing. Is there a better way to punish this headbutt? Heavy kick, and then drive rush cancel forward heavy kick. I think there was multiple ways to kill here, but this is the right way to do it, I think. Yeah, that's a good option. Angry Bird just put Honda on bottom 1 in his new tier list. Should I do a new tier list? How much time do I got? Alright, let's do a 5-minute tier list. Butter 6. Does this have Rashid? I don't know what this is. This is the cool character tier list. The characters that are the coolest, right? Yeah. No, maybe? Something like that. Alright, let's go quick. I got 5 minutes. I'm just gonna fill it out, and maybe I'll come back and explain. Reset. Come on now. I wish I could multiply Jamie. It's something like this. I think it's pretty compact. Let me see if I can order it a little bit. Thank you. What you doing up there? I think I would round Jamie off over here, but drink 0 Jamie is right here. Drink 0 Jamie, he's right here. he's the worst character. Shoot, man. These characters aren't that bad. Something like that. This is hard. I might even put Marissa down here. Yeah. Order is not precise. That one's too much. But I think you can categorize the characters in this way. Might as well just put it like this. If I really, man, I almost want to just do two sections of characters, but if I had to separate something like this. Yep. There you go. I'm putting Ken third just to be spiteful. Because I don't think it really matters that much. You could put... I think you put JP number one, and then you can debate the rest of these characters. Whatever spot or position you want them to be, it's like, whatever. Who's richer, the millionaire or the millionaire with $500,000 extra? I can see Rashid being up here also, over time. I can see Aki going up, Dawson going up, Kimberly going up, Blanca going up, Ryu going up, Honda going up, Lily going up, Jamie moving up a little bit. I only see characters going up. I think everyone's power level is just rising. Loving these jams in the background. Some of these are on the Spotify playlist, but some of them are locally on my hard drive, so they just play off of that. If you type exclamation point playlist, it'll be the Safe on Block playlist. Yeah, it's just okay. Let's make it 4 sections. I got an idea. I have an idea. Oh, this is not the way to do it. Just do this again.
The numbers don't lie.
Above. Delete. There you go. I did it. Yeah, I did it. I fixed it. I think you can pretty much scramble these around and make an argument for them. You could scramble these around almost. I think people will have a hard time seeing Ryu, maybe Aki, but I'm telling you, Ryu is really not that much worse. I think the way to say it is Ken isn't that much better than Ryu. I can see Ryu being over here, around this area, but it's just the power levels are so close together. Which is also why Jamie is getting harder to play. So who's not in Capcom Cup? Is there a Honda? I don't think there's a Manon yet. I don't think there will be. I don't know where to look at that list. See who's qualified, what characters. Ryu doesn't have the drive rush and corner carry like Ken. Not like Ken, but he can do that. He does have corner carry, especially with the level 2. It is level 2 and not a Tatsu, but he does have corner carry. I mean, it's like 2 combos. You're in the corner. You just do a medium kick Tatsu or light kick Tatsu. He has corner carry. Just not corner to corner carry. He's got a heavy punch, very similar to Ken. His fireballs is kind of better than Ken's. The only difference is the OD fireball and his charge fireball is knocked down. But I mean, you don't have to do that. Hashogeki is interesting. Ken don't have that. It's interesting and dangerous at the same time. I'm so surprised Ryu players don't use low forward charge Hashogeki. It's so good. You just whiff punish, low forward, charge Hashogeki, boom. What's the combo I do? No, Ryu has corner carry. Hold on, let me show you one thing before I play the show. I'll be right back. Show you something that Ryu players don't do, and they should, because there's a secret to getting his Tatsu to hit late and giving you more corner carry, and it's also good damage. Geef really doesn't seem as bad as people say he is. Oh, I play Manon and Geef really doesn't seem as bad as people say he is, but I'm trash anyways. Geef just takes effort. He's a character that takes effort and has bad matchups. Geef is very fun here. He's really fun to play. Maybe I should play some Ryu. And stop when my uppercuts don't work.
Alright, I'm ready to dance.
Are you ready? Here's the first point of order. So you have charged Hashogeki, right? And then let's say they whiff a button. Then you whip this. You see how the Tatsu doesn't hit until the second time? That gives you more corner carry, and it's a good knockdown. Knockdown is plus 38. So that does mean you can't dash up twice, but it does mean you get a dry rush early, and then you still get OP after that. You can also dash up and do forward heavy punch. If this is something that you're placing them in the corner with it, then it's fine. You still don't get throw strike without DR? You absolutely do if they're in the corner. What do you mean? Right here. This is not even in the corner, it still works. Because the dash, you dash one time and it's plus 19, so it definitely works. Busta! Appreciate you. Sub coming through, welcome back
Strongest
to the
lab baby.
Hope we're doing alright. You might even get it without the corner. Yes, you do. It's just not true. Why'd you say that? Demon Zone, why'd you say that? You have to manually time it, but you absolutely 100% do. Yes, you do. On top of that, you have auto-timed forward heavy punch. Probably do a medium punch. So I gotta follow with light kick. Yeah, this character's good. Maybe I'll pick him up again. Kinda feel like it. Throw some fireballs. 7 regular jump. But yeah, that's a really good knockdown. And there's more options than that. I believe you can do a safe jump off of it as well. 42? Yeah, that's it. So this is a safe jump. If they're in the corner, you can just safe jump. Jeez. No. Come on. Why? Why are you like this, Street Fighter 6? Who made you that way? Why did they make you that way? Look at this. That is not an uppercut. That is a fireball. There was no fireball on the screen. Oh, but you did a forward. You did forward over here. I don't care. I did a fireball. Look at down, forward. They gotta figure that out, man. Call out the forward. Yeah, just never do a forward input. Half circle, yeah. Good. And I think, let me see if you can just do it without medium punch. Yeah, for sure. This is also okay. But I think the back heavy punch is gonna win. But you can also alternatively do down medium punch and still gives you the second hit to the Tatsu. It's the same knockdown, it looks like. Is it? 31 maybe. 38, 19, 19. Yeah, it's the same knockdown. Pretty sick. And because it's plus, wow, because it's plus 19, that means the overhead will frame trap. If you dash once and then overhead, that will frame trap. Plus 2, so that means you could do stand light kick, which I believe, yeah. I don't know if this is actually, no, it's not a frame trap. This is a frame trap for James. Not really. Stand light punch? So you can't frame trap off of his lights, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick lunch break with my family. I'm gonna play the archive of the show yesterday. Me and Elan, I'm now co-hosting Best of 5, so we're doing a weekly talk show. And we talk about RVs apparently sometimes. And tournament costs and inflation. But I'll be back in maybe 15 minutes, I think. Go ahead and play this for y'all. Put the music real low. Best of 6. Let's see if I can get this a little bit closer. Audio portions have been muted. I think I know what happened. Let me go ahead and take this out. Yeah, we talked about Tekken and some of the Frosty Faustings and that sort of thing. You can do
Stuff
it.
that you're going through.
Oh, it's alright. It's a fun little. What is going on with my computer? How long will I be gone for? About 15 minutes. I'm gonna eat. What the heck is happening? I bet OBS is on
little
fire
quest.
again.
Hell yeah. So I said, first of all, I took
What is it? It's OBS? Microsoft? Windows Manager? What?
a little bit of time to make that intro video, and I watched your latest clip, which was the one of you saying,
Come on now. We'll miss you. But see you on the way back. I have to. I'll just collect computer parts and eventually have a computer to build together and have a secondary.
hey, all he needs is one dragon
just
punch
needs
to
to
come out
restart.
wong,
What the
and
heck is
I
going
laughed
on?
for a good 5 minutes. That stuff was very funny.
Yeah.
So thank you for being funny.
Yeah. I just laugh at my own jokes and say silly things and hope for the best.
Hey man, that's me as well. So I'm happy we finally gathered
back.
together. I wanna give a big shout out to Rumbleverse, because I think without Rumbleverse, you
Also
and I would not have
follow Best
started
of 5.
speaking and
Where's my
interacting
thing?
as much as we have. So
Yeah, and oftentimes not like, yeah, let's
Shout
do
out.
it again. Yeah, we can do it again. All right, let's do something together. All right, let's do
Yeah.
something together. And then eventually something kind of happens, and now there we are.
yeah, and now he's the co-host of this amazing podcast, and it's gonna be a blast. So everybody give a round of applause to Lord Automatic. We do lots of rounds of applauses here. So also we do have to give you a round of applause as well for resubscribing. So thank you for being subscribed to our show.
And
Thank Jeff Bezos for putting an alert there to let me know that it was available.
Yep. Thank you,
Thank
Lord
you, Jeff.
Papa Bezos. Lord Papa Bezos. All right. Before we dive into our topics and before we get into some crazy stuff, I wanted to talk about something. There's a movie theater across the street from me, and I used to hate it, right? Because it was super old and run down. It's an Alamo Drafthouse. I love Alamo Drafthouse because they're super strict about people being on phones and people being assholes. But the seats sucked. It was terrible. But they finally renovated, and my girlfriend is also huge into movies, so we went like 4 days in a row. And movies are cool. We watched The Boy and the Heron a couple days ago. That's like the Miyazaki film, like his final one or whatever. Cried for like 80 minutes of it out of like the 90 minutes of it. It was great. Also watched the new Mean Girls. That was cool.
Is new?
Yeah, it's the musical. There was a Broadway musical that Tina Fey wrote. That's based on the movie. That's based on the book.
Okay.
And then they just put that into a movie. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool. And what else did I say? Oh, I saw Toy Story for the first time in English. Because I grew
first
up.
one?
Yeah, the very first one. I grew up in Brazil, so I watched it in Portuguese only. And it's the first time I watched it in English. It was pretty cool.
I could have sworn you were.
And then
Right.
and then earlier in the week I watched Fight Club for the first time ever. And that movie is awesome. I like that movie a lot. I
That
now
one,
understand.
It was kind of hand in hand with Snatch, and I would also, put a little Tropic Thunder in there too, man.
Yeah, we were talking about Tropic Thunder off stream, so I'm gonna wind up watching Tropic Thunder and then get offended and laugh. It's gonna be great.
You're gonna laugh and not tell nobody.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not funny. You can't, you don't know. You can't prove what I'm laughing at.
All
I'm
right.
laughing at. It's so preposterous. I'm just not myself lately.
Oh man. Yeah, and I specifically asked because he has Automatic has an emote of Tom Cruise's character dancing, and I did not know who it was for the
I can
longest
let it rip
time.
if you'd like.
You what?
I can let it rip if you'd like.
Let it rip? Oh, let him rip. Do it. Oh, there he is. Look at him go. All right. That was awesome. Okay, so it's time for us to start the show. Everybody, welcome to season 7 of the Best of 5, episode 297, I believe. The last one we talked about Paris Games Week, so it's been a while. To start us off, we have our tournament recaps, our weekly recaps. The Steve Ace King Offsuit Jurek Memorial. He's not dead, he just retired. Tournament recap. So we're doing something a little bit different this time around. So everybody enjoy this week's weekly recap. Welcome to the new and improved Ace King Offsuit Jurek Memorial recap. We're starting off with the Capcom Pro Tour 2023. We had the US Canada East online premiere this past weekend, and it was taken by a nail biter of an ending by Knuckle Dude, taking the big first place and qualifying for Capcom Cup 10 and a shot at that $2 million prize pot. Banana Can with a heartbreaking second place. He came out of winner's side and unfortunately got reset and 0-3'd. Naji taking the big third place. America's Ryu Hero, the 16-year-old Paladin, taking a big fourth. Flux Waves and Punk tying for fifth, and Kami and Ramos tying for seventh, rounding out the rest of the top 8 for the US Canada East Capcom Pro Tour online premiere. The final good-ass Tekken 7 tournament for the Tekken World Tour Finals was this past weekend. Let's start off at the last chance qualifier. Joe Crush taking the big win, getting himself into the big finals over 8K. VDX taking a heartbreaking third place. Genghis Don taking a fourth place. America's Heroes showing out. Ayo Richie and Ty tying for fifth, and GK777 and Infested, the Korean Invader, tying for seventh, rounding out the rest of your top 8. And last but absolutely not least, the final Tekken World Tour Finals of Tekken 7 with the big non-surprising winner, Arslan Ash from Pakistan, taking the big win and sealing off this Tekken 7 historic tournament. Cherry Berry Mango taking a big second place. Ulsan taking a big third place. Low High taking the fourth place. Rangchu and Japan's only representative, Ao, tying for fifth. And the Lords, Ni and John Ding, tying for seventh. Rounding out the final Tekken 7 Tekken World Tour Finals. Now that we're done looking towards the past, let's look towards the future. This weekend on Capcom Fighters, we have the final Capcom Pro Tour online premiere for the North America Midwest. There is somebody on this show who signed up. Will they actually show up? That remains to be seen. But this weekend, we will have Street Fighter 6 action to see who will be qualifying to Capcom Cup 10. And that is your weekly recap. We did it.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Yeah, I did it like literally like 30 minutes before the show, and I realized I say big a lot, and I hate it. I'm gonna stop that now.
Big's a good word.
I need bigger words, better words. You know what I'm saying?
I just gotta go bigger, man.
Yeah.
Bigger with my big words.
So Automatic, did you get to play any of Tekken 7, by the way?
I did. I played Jin when it came out, and I watched a bit of it. I happened to be in Okinawa, and a friend of mine, he would go to the arcades there, and he was a big Tekken 7 player. And I dabbled in it at the time, and some like looking at frame data and how the game mechanically works. But I didn't know how to play it that well. You know how you're like applying that stuff. But I would tell him like, hey, when you're at disadvantage, try Magic 4 because it's gonna frame trap or do this. He's like, really? That works? And then he did it and it worked. I'm like, yeah, see, look, it was Jin's Electric and then Magic 4, and that just sets the frame trap perfectly. It's like, oh, yeah, man, numbers. So yeah, I got some experience with Tekken 7. I also played Leroy when he came out, and all of a sudden I was really good at Tekken.
Mm-hmm. Same. And then when they nerfed Leroy, I was no longer good at Tekken. That was sad. But yeah, you know, it's crazy because Tekken 7 kind of got me into Tekken, and Tekken is, I think, the only game where I go 0-2 almost consistently, and I'm okay with it. I just don't know enough about Tekken to do well at all. The only tournament, the funny thing is, the best I've ever performed at a Tekken tournament was the first tournament I ever entered Tekken in, which was Combo Breaker 2017. I was like one match away from losers finals of my pool, and I played on stream twice. I won once. I had no idea how to play, but other people didn't know how to play either. So, you know, we scrubbed some people out. But I think the craziest thing about Tekken 7 is the wild ass guest characters that they had, right? Like, I think out of other fighting games, I think they had quite possibly like the most diverse cast when it comes to guest characters, because they had Geese, they had Akuma, they had Negan from Walking Dead. I'm trying to think who else. Noctis from Final Fantasy. That's right. Oh man, like, are there any other games that have like that kind of a wild guest character roster?
Excuse me.
I'm trying to think.
Not that wild. Soul Calibur does some strange stuff, but other than that, I can't really.
Yeah, I think what was it Soul Calibur before that they had what's it called, Yoda and Darth Vader?
Yeah, I think Link was in one version of the console or something really weird like that. I heard.
yeah.
Some game had Spawn. I don't know if it's Mortal Kombat actually does a decent job as well.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I think actually Soul Calibur 2 was the one where every different console had a different guest character. So I think Xbox had Spawn, PlayStation had Heihachi, and GameCube had Link. That's crazy. I'm so happy that that doesn't happen anymore, because I wasn't in the FGC at that time, but I have heard horror stories of people going to tournaments and they only had like a GameCube version when they grinded on like the PlayStation 2 version.
Man, that's a whole other can of worms. Tournaments.
So,
All right.
along with the
actually, it should be on YouTube
final,
soon, I believe. So
the finals and the goodbye to Tekken 7 this past.
I'll promote that as soon as I see it. So I think the character who is the most unstable of the S is DJ. I think everybody else is solid, but DJ is so volatile that the scrambles and the hits count for so much. that it keeps him like stable, even though he's not, stable. He's stable through volatility. And that's not to say that he can't play solid. I think DJ can be played in a way that's slow and patient. Actually, I played against Nightmare Effect yesterday, and he tends to play that way. And that, honestly, that was not as bad. I'd rather play a DJ like that than play a crazy one who's just full force sending it all the time. A DJ that really picks their shots, those are the dangerous ones. And that's also why I think Fudo, that's why I was saying that Fudo is going to win Capcom Cup. I'm not so sure anymore, but I think he has a strong chance. And it seems like DJ does well against JP. So that's another key factor. Is how well that character does against the other characters who you're going to see frequently, like Luke and maybe Chun-Li. I need to see more about Chun-Li and why Japan interprets her as being so high. I think she's certainly really good, but I think it could have something to do with how well she does against other characters in the top echelon, which basically means she's good because she does well against everybody probably. I don't know what bad matchup she really has, but it may be a character like Guile, maybe JP, I don't know. But Guile seems like he would do well against Chun-Li, but I just literally don't know. I haven't studied those matchups. And Cammy, dive kick of course, excellent footsies for down medium punch. Probably something that we should compare against Luke's down medium punch. It may even have more range, I don't even know. But she has excellent footsies, excellent corner carry, decent enough damage, she has a reversal. And the dive kicks are just incredible because that is a large part of her neutral arsenal. And don't believe Ken Players at all. He's still up there. He's not. It's like if you're fighting for like a few opinions to say he's number 7 or 6, like what are you doing? What are you doing? That's it. It's crazy. But also about DJ, he reminds me of Marissa, but maybe more stable than Marissa. Because the amount of damage DJ does is unreasonable. It doesn't make sense. Why is it comparable to Marissa at all? At all. So, yep, this is pretty much the middle tier. These characters are capable of winning. It's like your chances of winning decrease the further you go down. The capability is possible for any character, I think. Any character can potentially win at any spot, but the chances are much lower. I wouldn't say any character isn't tournament viable. I think that is too nondescript. Doesn't really mean too much. Even words like consistency are hard to really. What are you talking about? Like, what does it mean? Consistency because they're solid, because they're high damage, because they're good at scrambles. I don't really know. But I would say your chances go lower the harder your character is. I'm still a big believer in Jamie. I think Drink 4 Jamie is in that level. He's S. I think Drink 4 Jamie is S. But just Drink 0 Jamie is here. This is 0 Drink Jamie. This is probably 1 Drink Jamie. It's probably just as you see it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't say he's as good as JP. I mean, honestly, yeah, I could see that. I could see Drink 4 Jamie being better than JP. If he started at 4, he's better than JP, I think. Yeah, for sure. But that's just not true. That's not what happens with the character. So I think he goes up each rank per drink. Drink 0, drink 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I think it's perfect. I mean, what else is there really to say? If we were using a character like Lily as a barometer of how good all the characters are, Lily players keep getting better and more cheaper and less thought-provoking. The character is really good. Sure, she has some faults and inconsistencies or whatever, but she is very good. She's also a character that you cannot safe jump. She has a win stock because her uppercut is faster. So that's one slight advantage. Although I don't think safe jumps are particularly strong in this game. But maybe I'm just not good at using them. What drew to Jamie in the first place? I like working hard. I like the feeling of my opponent feeling as if they lost. fair and square that they were completely and totally dismantled, and they have no excuse for why they lost. And he's cool. I do get bored if I play characters who are too strong. I want to engage with my opponent's brain, and oftentimes that does mean playing characters who aren't as good as other characters, so that I can, you know, have to hit them more times. But I don't like I'm the antithesis of Marvel mix-up, where the opponent cannot react to the left, right, up, down, grab, and they're just completely blindly guessing. I don't want that. I don't like that. I want to be as close to the opposite as possible, which is not possible. There's always some form of guessing and anticipation, and you can combine your reactions all you want, but you're still calculating. But that's what I like, is precision calculating and then guessing secondary, not the other way around, where you force to guess without much calculation and precision, which is what Drivers does. But too bad other people want to engage with your brain. What do you mean? Like, they don't want to? Yeah, don't want to. That's okay too. I don't mind that part. But when it's, let's say I'm not engaging and they're not engaging, that to me is very boring. But if I'm engaging and they're not, I can deal with that. The best is if we both are. That to me is fighting games, but it's super sick. And that's how interactions happen. And you can see reasoning, layers of reasoning per hit. And human error is cool. So when my DM asks me how does he die, I can go, it's time for trains. I'm waiting to crit roll an attack on a boss and kill him with it. Huh? Oh, when you're Dungeon Master. Dungeons and Dragon. Gotcha. It's time for trains. Angry Birds tier list is better. Okay. Do I dare ask how come? Why? What are your thoughts? Never mind, I don't care. How's it going, Auntie the Kid? You gotta play a lot of mini games with Jamie. Dead Ring 4. Yep. In the corner. Alright, impact. So notice how after drinking, I'm below 2 bars, but after drinking, it gives me more than a bar. Especially after what I do after is going to build more bar, whether they get hit or blocked. So this pushes me into the drive rush cancel range if I drink after the sweep. And I could have killed them there. Yeah, I think so. I could have done drive rush. First of all, I could have done target combo. You can hit them from this by itself. And off of this, I could have done target combo, drive rush cancel, medium, heavy, drive rush cancel, forward heavy kick, and then level 1 super. That would have killed. But I don't have to use the super. I think I'm pretty far ahead. She has level 1, so she does have a reversal, and she has her command dash, which can be thrown. But overall, Aki's reversal options aren't particularly powerful. Her level 1, I don't remember if it gives you ult or not. I actually forgot. I think it resets neutral, but it poisons you. But yeah, it's either I kill them in 2 decisions, or I kill them with 1 decision using the super. I don't think I need to use the super because of all those things I just mentioned. I can still make them guess 1 more time. And if they guess correctly, I still have neutral to solve it. What is going on? So right here, even regular grab would have killed. Oh, come on. What's your reasoning for Chun over Guile? They're really close. If I really don't know. It's hard to be really precise on who goes where. And I would say that simply because that's what most people are saying. Chun is really strong, and there's not a lot of Guile players to extract the whatever from. Pretty much Knuckle Dude, right? Kaba Kaba, Knuckle Dew, and I don't even know who else is really playing Guile. The music is louder than my voice? It's not, but I'll turn it down. I think I'm also speaking kind of low. Oh, I'm supposed to do the Kai. So here's the thing about Aki's Lash. It is very unsafe on block, but when you parry something, you reduce. It's as if you reduce you increase your advantage by 2 basically, because you're parrying something that's eliminating the parry startup of your drive rush. So let's take a look at Aki's Lash. I think it's double digit for the punish. Let's see. I punch Poison Whip minus 8? Is that it? That don't make sense. Is it really only a minus 8? I don't think that's true. For real? Poison Whip. I think it must be. What? Maybe I'm thinking of the Bubble Burst. Is it really only minus 8? So you can't punish this with Drive Rush into anything. So the minimum it would be to punish something with Drive Rush Heavy Punch should be 15. Because, nope, 16. 16. Because Drive Rush adds 11, Heavy Punch is 5, so it should be 16. But if you're already parrying, it would reduce it by 2. So minus 14 should be where Drive Rush Heavy Punch would punish if you parry something instead of block. The bubble is minus 4. The follow-up is the one that I was maybe thinking of. The Bubble Burst. Yeah, I'm glad I looked that up. There it is. Yeah, this one is way more unsafe on block. That's probably what I was thinking of. But that was at least my reasoning. But I think you should go for the parry on this anyways. Actually, that's what I did, right? Wait a minute, am I tripping? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. So, like I mentioned before, minus 14, Drive Rush Heavy Punch. If you're holding parry and then Drive Rush Heavy Punch, this will punish it even without the perfect parry. That's really what I'm going for. It's actually better if I don't get the perfect parry there unless I need Drive Gauge, which I didn't. So yeah, this is just completely unsafe to do for Aki, at least against Jamie and probably most characters. Minus 16. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out why it says 16 through something else. Where is it? Bubble follow-up. Minus 11. I wonder where that comes from. Could be the spacing, like the amount of active frames that it has. That doesn't make sense though. I don't know why that's minus 11 through 16. I'd have to go in the game and just look at it, see what happens. But yeah. Yep. Even if this was not a perfect parry, the Drive Rush and the Heavy Punch should punish it. And that would have easily killed. Had to do it to him. This character's cool. I wish you picking Manon instead. Item is not being helpful as I need it, and your labs are excellent. Why would you wish that upon me? I did play Manon for a day, and I hate to bring it to you. That character bored me to tears. It's not pleasant for me to play. She got so much not going on, and she's a character that I feel like you have to jump. I don't like jumping. Even though her grounded game is pretty good too. It's not like she's without footsies. She definitely has good buttons. I don't know why people say she doesn't. Ugh. Oh yeah, I wanted to compare Luke's down medium punch and Cammy's down medium punch. I won't get a clear view by looking at this frame data, but we'll get an idea. We can at least see if they're comparable in terms of total animation frame. I can never find Luke. There he is. Crouching middle punch. I wouldn't be surprised if Cammy's is as good or even better. I would not be surprised at all. But it is going to be tough to find out who has better range. Oh my god. Wait. Luke still seems better. It's hard to know exactly. It looks like Cammy moves forward, right? Oh, her hurt box does move forward with her. Nah, Luke's is better. It's partially because of that. But what you don't really see is perspective, because I don't know if this box is as big as this box. You need to have the characters side by side or like directly next to each other. But if we look in terms of recovery, Cammy's has 14, but you want to look at the full thing. It's also 7 frame startup, so it's also slower than Luke's. I have a feeling this has more range though. Possibly because she moves forward. This might have more range. It also has 3 active frames, and Luke's has 2. So 6, 2, and 14, that's 22 plus 2 minus 1, 4, 3, 23? Is that correct? 23? That doesn't sound right. 20. How do I do that? 6, 14, 22. What? 6 and 14 is 20. Stupid. What? 6 and 14, 20. How's this 20? If there's 2 active frames, how's this 20? Startup and active share 1, so that's 7 plus 14, which is 21, right? Shouldn't that be 21? Are we all crazy? It's fine. Whatever. What about Cammy? Yeah, it should be 21. I think so. 7, 3, and 14. This should be 24 minus 1, 23. Yeah. So the data might be wrong on Luke's, unless there's some weird whiff punish thing. So yeah, Cammy is actually easier to whiff punish. I could probably say possible to whiff punish. With Luke, I think it's possible to whiff punish it with a 5 frame with good range, so it's basically really hard to punish on reaction. But since Cammy has an extra, 2 frames, that does make a big difference. But you would also look at when their hurt box retracts. So I don't know what frame I'm on. Maybe I can start from the beginning. Maybe this is 1. 15. On frame 15. On frame 15, it begins to retract. We'll see what happens on Cammy. Wait, what? Is this done correctly? Is this frame by frame? 2, 3, 4. What the heck? What? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, this isn't right. No, that's not right. Let me do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does retract sooner by 1 frame. I think this is frame 14-ish. This one's probably easier to whiff punish. So yeah, Luke's is likely better, but I think Cammy might have more range. Seems like it might have more range. I guess we can also look at how much the hurt box extends. This is like about that much, and for Luke, extends a bit more. Cammy's probably lower too, but that probably doesn't count too much. Yep. I think Luke's is still better. Oh, I bet that's punishable as well. Let me check her OD lash. Aki. If you get a regular parry on her OD lash, it would be 9 plus the startup of your normal. Let's see if I can punish that. OD! Where is it at? Whip? Okay, whatever. This one's minus 1411. So I think if you hold parry against it, you could punish it with 5 frame? Yeah. With at most a 5 frame. So maybe heavy punch would reach, but probably stand light kick could be better. Maybe even down low. You know, drive rush target combo might be the best way to punish this with Jamie. If you get a perfect parry, you should be able to get a heavy punch. You might even be able to get a heavy kick. Drive rush heavy kick. And that would give you more drive gauge damage. Wait, what was that? Run that back? I never thought of that. Low starter into target combo, it's good. I just got here, I got opinionated too quick. Wait, what did I miss? About Manon? Oh, it's all good. Ain't nothing but a G2. I think Aki can super the drive rush after grab. Maybe. It's really close. I think if Jamie does drive rush jab after grab, I'm actually not sure how that works out. It should be plus 20 something. I forgot. No, I think if you throw and then drive rush grab, Aki can't super that. That up. About suggesting a fair comparison with Luke's heavy kick instead of his medium punch. I think I missed stuff. Oh, congrats on Best of 5. Really excited for that. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yesterday we didn't exactly string together a show. We just did. We discussed it a little bit, filled out a spreadsheet. It was put together pretty quickly. And I was just trying to see how well we work together, like our chemistry. And it was very easy, so it's going to turn out really good. It's only going to get better from here. I'm confused. Is Jamie dive kick safe? I mean, if we put it in the simplest terms, OD dive kick, I've never seen it unsafe. OD dive kick is usually like -3, but it can be up to like +2 or 3 or something like that. The regular dive kicks can be very unsafe, but it just depends on how they hit. And it depends on how late they hit, pretty much. Some people will say if you hit the dive kick at their feet, that's one way to describe it, I guess. The later you hit them with the dive kick, the more unsafe or plus it's going to be. What are your thoughts on neutral control against Jamie and DJ? Thinking, or Rashid keeping distance instead of closing in? Or you're playing Rashid? The cool thing about Jamie versus Rashid, if the Rashid overdoes it with the whirlwind projectile, you can drink while he's charging up. So they can do the whirlwind charge. I'll drink. They'll have that wind there, so they can get enhanced stuff. But it's not really a whole lot they can do with it at that range, so I'm not worried about it. So I just get a drink. I think you should do as Rashid against Jamie is try to whiff punish with heavy kick, forward medium punch, force the Oki. What else he has? Medium kick is okay with Rashid. You can do close fireballs as long as they don't whiff. That's all right. That's probably the best thing. But once Jamie gets to drink 2, then you don't want to do close fireballs because then you can actually react pretty well with Makai. Whirlwind. As far as DJ, I think what's going to help most people in the DJ matchup is if at any point in time you have less drive gauge than DJ, wait. Just wait for your gauge to recover. Because all he can do is throw a fireball, and you can actually jump backwards against DJ's fireball. And I haven't seen a DJ punish a jump back yet. So if I have 2 bars, if I've spent 2 bars and DJ is at full meter, I'm not going to him. I'm gonna wait until I get my meter back. I don't care. I'm not going near that dude. And then the other thing you have to consider about DJ is he doesn't have an overhead. So technically his mix-up kind of sucks. If you take the throw against DJ players aren't going to know what to do. Like, oh, I'm not doing 1,000,000 damage in one hit? My character sucks. Or something. When I fight against characters like DJ and Cammy, I'm going to force them to be bored. Like, you're going to have to throw me 20 times to win this match. I think that's the best way to do it. Maybe Manon, but I'm considering other options. I love neutral in the footsies game. Sadly, my Manon strat. My strat as Manon against both of them, of keeping them close for damage sucks. So I thought, I bet you can actually spin through Rashid's whirlwinds with Manon. I bet it's actually okay in that matchup. Manon is just kind of like her neutral is good, but it's also sometimes non-threatening. Feels like you need them to swing into you for it to be good. Otherwise, it's just heavy kick. That's why I don't like playing that character. This is just okay. I just hit heavy kick. Okay, heavy kick. Okay, here's a heavy kick and a heavy kick. Medium punch with punish. Cool. Down medium punch. Cool. Heavy kick is so slow and DI punishable. Well, I'll just skip to the truth. You mentioned you're in silver. No one's reacting to your heavy kick with DI. You can't wait for the heavy kick, see it, and then hit DI. They're just guessing. They're just straight up doing something incredibly unsafe in neutral. So that means you just gotta wait for the DI and then punish it. You have to use that against them. Whenever, like most of the time when people say, well, my normal is punishable by DI, you should think of it as my normal is making them do DI randomly. you gotta switch the mindset. My opponent is doing something extremely unsafe and reactable, and I can punish the crap out of it. They're doing it because I'm hitting heavy kick. So, use the heavy kick to make them DI. Instead of them doing DI to punish the heavy kick. I know it's the same thing as saying guess better, but it is. It's true. I'm almost at 1700 with Jamie. This character is fun. I've been even copying my strats rubes. Yeah, he's super sick. I feel like my Jamie is threatening now. He's not just like, hey, look what I can do. This is cool, but I'm starting to feel like powerful. DI after level 4 activate in the corner, they always get hit. Come on, man, stop doing it. People are gonna catch on. I forgot the frame kill to do other things. Oh, overhead is also meaty. You can do overhead, and I think it's whiff jab and then command grab. What's your Jamie's buff wish list? I don't want buffs. I want balance. Nothing really. I feel like he's good the way he is, but other characters are just overpowered. I think his dive kick isn't a buff. If they adjusted the hitbox on it, I think it's currently a mistake. I don't disagree that his dive kick should have a lower hurt box even before it starts. I don't disagree with that. But the amount that it is so ridiculous. It looks like they doubled a number in the programming, whatever. And they're like, oops, that's supposed to be half that size. It's so terrible. Let's see if I can find my tweet with it. This tweet shows up in my mentions almost every day. Somebody else talking about it. You're around here somewhere. Just can't find it. Let me see if I can search for it right here. Actually, can't find it. Where'd it go? I can't find it. Crazy. Oh well. Oops. Awesome, Jamie. Oh, is this Bolt Strike? I think you gotta choose one or the other. If you nerf other characters and buff Jamie, that might be a version of Jamie that I don't want to play. Where he's too powerful. Maybe I'll still play him. Just because I probably should pick a character who can win a lot. I think you either buff Jamie in some way, which is not good, because I think that would indicate that all the characters would be either untouched or more buffed, which means the game is going to be still high risk, somewhat low reward, but still extremely volatile somehow. I would just prefer if other characters weren't as obnoxious. They can still be crazy, but not that crazy. Like Luke down medium punch. They don't want a G-Prov with Jamie. That's one thing that they might do, where they buff Jamie. Like, say Jamie starts at 2 drinks, you knock him down, he loses a drink. They might do something stupid, like he starts out at 1 drink, but now when you knock him down, he loses drinks. Nah. Yeah, that one should have got punished. I think. Sort out Makai, because that move was the worst anti-fireball move ever. If I were them, I'm not saying this is right, but if I were the devs, I would be thinking, well, he's got a jump, he's got a dive kick, and he has an anti-projectile move, and he can kind of skip neutral with palms. He can kind of do that. So does his anti-fireball also need to be really good? And I would kind of agree with that, but I would say the move also has to work. When I do the move, I would like the move to do and not get an uppercut. I still get a DP with Jamie's stubby trash DP. Yeah. I got my Jamie to Masters shortly after we played like a month ago. Learned a lot from that 7th feud. Dang, sick. Make that move quarter circle back. I think it's better if it's quarter circle forward and works. Sorta. Quarter circle forward should mean that you can walk up a little bit and do it. Like you could buffer it. You could buffer it, hold forward, and do it. If it's quarter circle back, that means you could walk backwards and block a fireball and still do it. But then walking backwards isn't as good as walking forward, kinda. And they're both advantages. It doesn't really matter what direction you go as long as it works. I feel like that will mess with command grab. Probably. Yeah. I actually don't know if forward and then quarter circle back will give you a command grab. I don't know. Because if that's the case, yeah, I would. Command grab should be punched. It's got too many moves that don't work. Dive kick don't work. Makai don't work. Are you able to command grab with normals? Nah. You mean like Dawson does heavy punch and you command grab it? No. Make command grab 360 input. Does that work? I think the reason why his command grab is half circle backward kick because Yun and Yang's command grab was half circle backward kick. So they're probably gonna keep it that way. The only time I've seen them change a command input was Jury in Street Fighter V. They changed the direction you do her whatever pinwheel, whatever. That got changed via like a seasonal patch or something like that. Dive kick is obnoxious, but at the same time it doesn't work when it should. It is in some ways like an aerial drive rush, but not plus on block most of the time. And it has a terrible hitbox. And it costs 2 bars instead of 1. So I wouldn't call it, it's not as obnoxious as a drive rush. But it does have something that drive rush doesn't have, and it's in the air. I would much rather they gave a big extended hurt box to drive rush like Jamie has on his dive kick. But I wouldn't want drive rush to be totally eliminated and easy to deal with from the game. Like if next patch they make drive rush have a longer screen freeze and they make it so there's a big hurt box in front of them, I don't know if I'd like that. Maybe I would. Maybe that's cool. Maybe. Tiger need that bitch. Hey, what up, Underboo? Kazunoko will miss input dive kick and he's been playing Kami forever. Yeah, the kind of like anecdotal evidence. Usually you can't really judge based off of a player or a stance, but it happens so frequently to so many people. There's something going on. Your tech against JP for Jamie was life-changing for preparing OD Ghost. Really? Good. That kind of tech, I feel like most people can't take advantage of it because it's too hard to do. But if you're doing it, man, sick. What are the odds they actually fix input issues? I think they're pretty good. They at least showed good faith, kinda, because they changed the input buffering for supers. They reduced it, which I think was good. The only thing that was bad for was buffering supers on wake up. So I would buffer supers on wake up and then block, and then if they did drive impact, I would have the super ready. But now I have to buffer it closer to when I get off the ground. So it's a lot harder to do that. It's almost like I gotta buffer super or block. I guess I could still jab. I hate doing that. Boomer wants to block. The driver's thing is when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail issue. It's just strong enough to make people want to do it extremely often. People throw out the word Abari for everything that's successful. That was an Abari jump, an Abari drive rush, Abari footsies. But it's not exactly wrong either. Like we saw this weekend. No, it was yesterday at Can Opener. Punk got hit by 2 drive impacts against 801 Strider in the corner. The individual with incredible situational awareness and reactions. He got hit by 2 drive impacts in the corner. And drive impact is easier to react to
than a drive rush. And Punk, it's really hard to drive rush against him. But it just goes to show you how many different things you gotta look out for. And there's always something that's not on your radar. There's a lot of things to be on your radar at a given moment. Jump, some dive kicks, dry rush, low for dry rush, actual footsies, fireball dry rush. Feels like you gotta be locked into 1.5 things, but the other 1.5 options are just free. That's why I don't like doing it, but I gotta recognize when I can kind of ape into a drive rush in neutral. Like, oh, they're looking for footsies, here's a drive rush. They're looking for jumps and a dive kick, here's a drive rush. Get those actual footsies out of here. Then you forget the other 1.5 things even exist. Like, oh yeah, Ken could do a step kick. Forgot about that. Oh, he could bumper super off of that. His character's bottom 20. One thing I can't get over is trying to pick what I should focus on and what to leave. That's a good thing to consider, is what things you shouldn't focus on too. I make that mistake in the wrong way, where Ken does Dragon Lash and I drive impact it. I'm like, okay, my opponent knows not to Dragon Lash anymore. They do it again, and then I get put in the mix. Then I'm in the corner. I'm like, I just punished it, and then they're thinking nothing. They're probably, if you go to their true self, you travel to the spirit realm and question them, and they're like, oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't even consider that you could punish it. But if you ask them in their physical form, like, oh yeah, I thought you thought that I thought. No, you didn't. You was doing it. Tell the truth. That's how it is. There's definitely different stances you gotta go to sort out the mental stack. And it has a lot to do with spacing and options that cover various options. And you can use that as a way to collect data on how your opponent behaves. But then there's also the philosophy where good defense is a good offense. Where you are the person, you know, with the wheel. Get. That's the local special. Man, bro, why did you even do that? Do what? Oh, I did that? Hey, Meg, outplayed. I do kind of wonder what it's like in the diamond rank these days. I do. When I played Zangief the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 4, everybody was one and done in. This was like in the 1600 MRs. People playing one, and that's it. It got really gross. Like, I'm good. I'm good. They're doing that a lot in Diamond still. Also, I don't get why you have a Diamond 5 player who's qualifying to be in Master, and then they're going up against somebody who's in Master. But if they lose, they won't play again. Like, bro, this would be the match. You either gain a lot of points or you learn something valuable. But whatever. Let's see what Punk is doing. One Drink Jamie, outplaying. Some would say this matchup is bad for Jamie. I'm still not sure. I thought it was a good matchup for Jamie, and then I was thinking it was bad for Jamie. Now I feel like it's about even. Because you can drink against her. You just gotta play kind of close range. So look at this. Drive impact. This has nothing to do with Jamie. How does Punk do this? The exact moment. This is not reaction at all. No matter how good your reactions are, that's not a reaction. You want to see how I know this? I can visually see it. Let's see if I can do a little something. 60 FPS? Alright. What is up with my frame by frame? Not even working. Alright, I quit. I'm going home. That's really weird. I bet this has something to do with NVIDIA. Anyways, I think I can do it right now, right? Full screen, it's a problem, huh? Alright, one more time. So I can pretty much confidently tell you the distance of this drive impact to the startup of the Light Punch whip from Aki, it's gonna be probably below 10 frames. And if something is below 13 frames, it's not humanly possible to do that on reaction. And even 13 frames is a stretch. So if we measure the time of the beginning of this whip to the start of the drive impact, this is the beginning of the whip. Right here. This is the very beginning. I don't think there's a chance this is done on reaction. So we'll go, this is frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames? No. No, I don't think so. Within 12 frames of the startup? No. But that is not Jamie. That's just game mechanics. It's just Punk knowing what the opponent's gonna do. That's it. That drive impact is what created the whole round. Grab one drink throw is okay. Save jump. Grab. A little bit of neutral. Tries to force it. Medium kick. It's basically two neutral interactions. One was a heavy, high reward guess. And then that gave him a massive life lead. Oh, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to that last round. So basically, the last round was just the round that we first watched was just DI, perfectly timed, and a throw loop. So round 2, what do we got? Pretty well spaced sweep, but Aki has a really good sweep punish. Got some parry, some guesses, empty jump throw against the parry. Gets 1 drink, dive kick, 2 drinks. It's possible maybe they could have hit the Kai there. Look, this is footsies. Punk footsies. Walks away, walks forward a little bit. Just dancing outside of the range of her down medium punch. Exactly what I was... It's exactly what to look for. And you see, in my opinion, what I would have done. I mean, who cares what I would have done, right? But what I would have done with this medium kick, I either would have done up kick to secure the corner or drink and put them in the corner. Or possibly I would consider going into level 3 because you have such a lead, and doing some drive gauge damage to Aki is good because it forces her to use her level 1 as a reversal. If she makes one more wrong choice, she pretty much win. But this is still good because you still got 2 drinks, 3 supers. It's a really great spot to be in because of 1 whip punish. Dang, the jump not answered. It's probably because of the dive kicks that have been expressed. That's it. Level 3 to kill.
I feel like Jamie is the character that still has a ton of room to optimize, so many play him so differently. For sure, yeah. I definitely agree. I feel that I'm personally pretty close to optimizing him. Pretty close. Because there's optimizing the character, but also playing better with the character, even though it's less optimal. I feel like I have so much going on that oftentimes I'm not sure which one is the right thing to do. My Jamie's basic, yeah. And Jamie might be the character who is the most different in terms of playstyle because he's so hard to play. He could very well though end up like Chun-Li, where you used to see Chun-Li players do a lot of different combos, and now they kind of do the same ones. And that may just happen to Jamie. What is this? Hold on. Man, y'all are jacked up. Do y'all see what I see? The chat's kind of in the way. Punk crying thumbnail against Ryu. 16-year-old Prodigy beats Punk and IDOM at CPT. And it's MDZ Jimmy. Y'all are a bunch of jerks. I need to figure out a way to fix this chat. How do I put a filter on it? I could put a background, I think. Something's going on when I full screen stuff. How often are you using the overhead target combo? Not that often because it's not safe. The regular overhead is safe and you can combo off of it if it's a counter hit or punish counter. So I'll do the overhead target combo if I really need to drink. If I really need drink 3, I'll do it. That's pretty much it. And well, drink 3 to 4 with the target combo is okay too because you'll actually get Oki with that. So that's also good. And then the other reason you might do it is because if you see a whiff punish, then you can drink. You can finish the target combo and then drink. YouTube's all about clickbait. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. That's one thing about Jamie that I can see people complaining about in the future. Because he might be the only character in the game that can do 2.5 bars worth of drive gauge damage after his level 3. You do 2.5 bars worth because of drive impact. It costs him 2 extra bars, but you also gain about 2 bars when you do the level 3. Oh yeah, JP. yeah, that's true. JP's level 2. That is correct. JP can do better. Is it better? I think if it is anything, it's because it's level 2 and not 3. And also level 2 is a mix-up, so yeah, JP's is better. But also, think about comparing Jamie to JP. He can get 2 drive impacts. That's still 2 bars, and it's gonna cost him 2 bars. But for Jamie, it'll cost him 2 bars also, but it's 2.5. And they'll both be a little bit more than that depending on how you get the hit. Like if you start with heavy kick, punish counter, and then level 3. Let me see. Oh, I guess I can't. I don't want to do training right now. If you start with a heavy kick and then maybe heavy kick Makai and then level 3 and then drive rush down heavy punch drive impact, that'll do a grip of damage and it would do 2.5 bars. No, it would do 3.5 bars. That would be 3.5 bars. That's actually incredible. I need to do that actually. If you don't know, if you punish counter with Jamie's heavy kick, it does 1 full bar of drive gauge.
And I believe you can option select it so that you only get the heavy kick Bakai if it's punish counter. What else could you do? I think you can option select maybe a regular palm, and then it would have to be OD Bakai, but then that's meter. I wouldn't want to spend meter. What up, Afro Boy? So this should be 3.5 bars of drive gauge. Dang, Jamie can really tear up your drive gauge if he has some super hard meter. DJ can something too off level 2. Does his heavy punch combo into DI? I hope not. Yeah. Stupid character. Maybe now I should go into
Sure thing. Let's dance.
defining what the options are off of level 3. Because I started a document. So basically what I want to do is optimize all the different things you can do with level 3. But first of all, let's have them at 1 bar. And I'll show you first the heavy kick does 1 bar of this deletes 1 bar. So if you were to do it's a heavy kick and then drive impact, they recover a little bit of their drive gauge. But this should put them this should do 3 bars, right? That's pretty crazy. Let's start from the top and see what happens. What if I do a medium kick? Okay. Ah, heavy palm is better if I want to do more drive gauge damage. Because it happens sooner and they don't recover. Dang it. If I do the heavy kick Bakai, it'll do more damage. But they recover a little bit of drive gauge while it's happening. So that's not particularly... I mean, they're both good options. Hello. Yeah, that's 3.5 bars. That's really good. So, let's try to figure this out. I want to see what has the most corner carry. Or if there even is a way to side switch off of this. Let me see. What about... Is there a way to side switch? That's not a good way to do it. I don't like that at all. The other way that I know of is to do the reset, which I don't really care for, but it looks cool. Dang it. Maybe it's not a bad idea though. Trying to think of a better way to side switch. I don't know if it's there. What if you dash? Yeah. You get some damage out of it. Is that possible? Any side switch shenanigans? I'm holding parry. I got you, bro. I
Boom! So, I don't know if there's gonna be a side switch. How could you do it? What could you even do? Ah. This might work, but I'm not gonna like it. What? Really? Nope, I don't like it. I mean, it's there, but at minimum it's gonna cost 4 bars. So if that's not really good, then it's better to do corner carry or good Oki. I think some of the best balance you're gonna get is just doing this, simply that combo. That I have decent corner carry and good Oki. Oh, but yeah, I wanted to check what the knockdown is on this one. 38. So that's not good enough. It's not bad. I think you can drive rush forward, but nah, you probably gotta dash and then drive rush, which isn't that good. My kick is 41. Maybe that's good. Medium kick. Or meterless, I think that's okay. You can also walk up and sweep, it's just hard to do. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well do heavy kick uppercut. 39-20. Unless they're cornered, I don't see a reason to do this. $3,400. That's just better. If they're in the corner, then maybe that's okay because you'll have drink and Oki. Hey, what up, Nightmare Effect? How you doing, man? So, what about the most damage you can get out of this outside the corner? Because typically I'll do heavy kick and then heavy punch uppercut. This, how much advantage is there? 42? That's actually pretty good. That should be +4. But I think I'll be too far away. And this knockdown is going to vary depending on how I hit it. +4, but not in throw range. Trying to figure out what I want to eat. You look like you really enjoy Chuck E. Cheese and Pizza Hut. I bet you got good grades in elementary school just so you can get the free pizza. Do they still do that anymore? I bet they don't do that anymore. So that's probably it. You can also do, actually, I want to see if this knockdown is more than usual. 73? Not the punish counter. That's wild. 73, so is it more or less? It's the same. So that means you can't drink twice. I guess some characters you could drink twice. Yeah. So if you really want the most damage and you can't spend any meter, it would have to be medium kick Makai. And then next in line, probably this variation probably has the most mid-screen. Oh, you can't do that. Heavy kick uppercut. 48.79. I'm gonna write that one down. That's the OG beta combo. 48.79. Mid-screen. Mid-screen. And that was +39. +39. Hey, what's going on with my camera? Where'd you go? Did it Just give up on me. Oh man. What we doing out here? What? Man, I'm never getting the Elgato face cam again. This thing just... Everything started going downhill once I put this together. Dude, what? Why aren't you working? It's working right here. What did you do? Yeah. Come on now. Makes no sense. Hollywood JD, who's that? What did I miss? Is this Ridge Racer OST? Yeah, it is. What's going on? WTF, mate. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. What? Why is my game? What? Okay, fine. You know what? You win. You win this time. Encoding overloaded. Whatever. You can see my peanut butter jar over here. And my laundry. Whatever. It's ready for an early retirement. That's crazy. I don't know what is up with this camera, my computer, my life. Everything's just all over the place. What am I talking about? So I think that might be the most you can get out of this. Unless there is the... Maybe this variation could do something. But it costs more. That doesn't work outside the corner. So you can, I think it's the lay down medium punch. 48-36. That is less. But if I do heavy kick uppercut, it might be more. Oh, you can do breakdance here. The lay down medium punch. 50-88, so actually that one's more damage, but the Oki's not going to be as good. I also didn't write this one down, so it's DR 2KK jump HK, but this is delayed. You have to delay the jump heavy kick. Jump medium punch, OD dive kick, and then uppercut. I'm just mixing up notation. And this is 3 bars? 3 bars? That costs a lot. This is 4 bars, right? Drive rush, OD. So this is actually 4 bars. So you're spending 4 bars for about 200 more damage. And not a good knockdown. The medium, I actually don't know. Let me check. I didn't take a look at it. 33 is probably what it is. 33 might be okay. Plus 33. I think you'd have to drive rush immediately, because that's only plus 12 if you dash. 33. And it costs 4 bars though. I think I like the other one better. If you absolutely need to kill and you need the extra 20 damage, then I think you go for that. Maybe there's something else you can do with combining the 2 things. I doubt you can do it, but let me try. That's what I thought. What? That worked. 49-34. That's in the middle. But that costed a lot, didn't it? Was it? Wait a minute. 49-34. 39? What was that? What did I just do? Do the delay the heavy kick.
That's a lot of corner carry. I get the medium kick Bakai there. Oh! What else can be done? For possibly more corner carry. Because the heavy kick uppercut is going to carry the most. This is still a lot. I think this is the most corner carry you're going to get. This might work, but maybe not. It only works in the corner. I think mid-screen just goes through them. No, that's not going to work, is it? There might be a timing where it does, though. Because only the last hit's going to connect. So that has to be timed in a weird way. I think this can work. Into the sweep. 46.85. That was that also means I could do that on the other combo too, probably. 9 HK. This is delayed. 5 HP. And then 2 HK. That's gonna be +4, I think. Yeah. So what if I combine that with? I have to delay the heavy kick. Yeah, this is gonna work. It's gonna be awkward to hit it. Oh, this is a different timing than usual. It's already difficult. Man. Dang, that's 41.59. I think that's the most also. What was that? 51.49. So that was DR 5MP, delayed 5HK, DRC 2KK, 9HK, 5HP, 2HK. God dang, that's too many things. What? what were the rest of these? So here's the OG combo. This is the medium kick Bakai Ender, right? Let's try that again. 5088. That one is DR 5MP, 5HK, delayed, 2MP, 5HK, medium kick. Okay. This one was. I forgot what this one was. This is when I combined them. I think that was the heavy kick. Yeah, that has to be the heavy kick uppercut. So that's. Wait a minute. What? 5 HP, 2 HK. Do I have the just regular uppercut written down? Let's try that one. Oh, that's probably what that is. Let's see. Easy corner carry. 44.27 plus 41. I don't have that one written down. 44.27. Jeez. Plus 41? About plus 41. Because that's going to change depending on how you hit the heavy punch. So that one is DR, 2KK, 5HK, delayed, 5 HP, heavy kick uppercut. I'll do the drive gauge damage later. Which one was this? 49 and 34. I'm gonna start to organize these by the 2KK and yeah, let's put this one down here. So that's probably the best one. If you put them directly in the corner and you're willing to spend 4 bars, that's probably the best one. But it's really hard to do. Oh, if you miss that last part, it just makes it not worth it. And that's probably a miss too. Yeah, the difficulty is really high, so that could be a point against it. 41.59. That's great though. 51.49. Fuck that manual combo. The medium kick Bakaiwa gives you immediate eye kick if it carries them to the corner. If yeah, that's good. If they're in the corner, I think there's just better things you can do though. My eyes have been opened up to drive rush, down heavy punch, light punch, palm. I posted a combo on Twitter that I think is really good for that. And also, well, I guess OD palm isn't meterless, but it does work. It's kind of all over the place. Okay, what was the 49.34? This is an uppercut variation. Did I just do it? 44.27. Did I write that down? Okay, I need some clarity here. We'll just change that to this one. I need to put these damage values so I can see it better. What? Oh my gosh, my brain. Did these backwards. I want the damage to be below it. This is a good variation, I think. Just harder to do. Let me compare 44.27. 47.44. So that does more damage. But the Oki sucks. But if it puts him in the corner, it's good. Hitting the lab hard today. Doing a bad job of keeping track of it. Yeah, this stuff isn't making any sense yet. But this is probably still the best corner carry you're going to get out of it. The most reasonable corner carry for spending 1 bar. I think this is the right thing to do. Which, if you use level 3 and you've done damage to their drive gauge, I think most of the time you want to follow up. You want to follow up and continue it to attack their drive gauge. If you drink, you allow them to recover, but it really just depends on the situation. Like maybe you're also still low on drive gauge, even though you just did a level 3. But if you did level 3, you would want to do something that's meterless. So you still get. Then you would do this combo, and then attack them. But then I think you got a drive rush. So then you do medium kick uppercut, medium kick uppercut. You can also do. No, that actually does not work. Yes, yeah, it does. It does. And then drink here. That's mostly safe. Minus 16. Ah, 18. It's gonna vary. That's still gonna be really tough to punish. Cammy could definitely punish that with level 3. I'm a demon though. I level 3 just cause. That's hard to level 3 with Jamie if you haven't done any drinks. Like a 0 drink level 3 is terrible. But sometimes you're desperate and you need to recover your gauge and get some drinks and sort of like pretty much restart the round. Yeah, it's hard. This character's sick. Okay, let me think about this. I need to put these together because right now I need to come up with clever names for these. I don't think there's gonna be a way to drink twice in a good way, unless it's against Zangief or maybe Manon. You could OD palm and then drink twice, and they're not gonna be able to punish that because they don't move fast enough. It's going to be minus 24 without the level 4 drink. But most characters have a way of punishing it. Because most people don't do it. But there's actually good reasons to do OD Palm. Especially in the corner. Actually, I think the most damage you get is with the OD Palm starter. It might be. Oh my goodness! You're gonna ignore the inputs that I did? What? How did that happen?
Come on. It's time to train.
Okay, I'm gonna show you two enders that I need to start doing, and one of them is something I see pretty commonly that I just been ignoring it. I think this one's okay. Into the sweep, because that can give you more drive gauge or the third or fourth drink or whatever. But what I thought about is they're in a juggle state there, so that means heavy punch also works. And because they're so high in the air, you can juggle them off of that. You get the full heavy punch, and then you can do the high kick uppercut. I think that's one of the most bangs for your bucks you can get. It's not a safe jump, but it's still a lot of damage. In fact, I think... No, maybe not. 53-46. That still does more damage. You could do OD uppercut too, just to do a little bit more. I think? Wow. 57-23. That's not bad. And then there's another variation, but you don't, like, I think the meter is not worth it. We'll just find out. That is more. That is more. 57-80. If you have 4 drinks, I think that's good. You're gonna kill them off of this. Ah. Oops. Hello? What's going on? Is it no execution Wednesdays? That might be the most damage you can get out of it. What if I do like... Dang, knowing that, maybe you can get even more. What'd you do? This might do 7K.
It's time to train.
And I get all my meter back? What? Am I gonna kill them? No, not at all. No, the scaling makes it not so good. It looks cool though. It's more damage, but the drive gauge isn't worth it. So if the drive gauge isn't worth it, then what do? Maybe you just OD palm and then sweep drink? Because that'll keep your gauge up. Still good damage. So you can also OD palm, and because the reset state juggles off of his level 3, so you could also heavy punch. At least you would double palm there. Ah. 6160. It might do more damage if you do heavy punch and then super immediately. And just get rid of the palms. How much scaling do you have? 88%? And that was 55%. So let's try it like that. Might do more damage.
Come on. It's time to train.
With less scaling. Hey, what up, Beelzy, bro? How you been? $62.19. My mate told me to buffer drives behind some of my key normals, but didn't explain how I do it. Is it straightforward? Can't seem to figure it out. I think they're telling you about the glory of low 4 drive rush. Like that. I hate it, but it's a part of the game. So the key thing to learn first is their yellow bar should not have anything in the middle of it. And what I mean by that is if I do crouching medium kick and then drive rush down medium punch, you see that there's a gap here. So that means my opponent could do an uppercut in between, which is not, that doesn't mean don't ever do it, but the starting point is to not leave a gap so that they can't do it. And then what this does is it forces the throw,
So with Jamie, you could do something really stupid like bait the throw. I actually think they say mash throw, it doesn't work, so they had to do something like you're gonna bait throw, something stupid like that. But that's a lot of this game. You can force your way in. Another example is heavy kick. So you can do the same thing with his heavy kick, but because heavy kick has more block stun attached to it, you can use normals that are slower. So now you see that there's no gap on my opponent's block stun bar. You can even do medium punch with Jamie here. Whereas if I do medium punch with this crouching medium kick, there's a much bigger gap. Still not bad though, because not every time your opponent has an uppercut, and sometimes they shouldn't uppercut because it'll burn them out. Or maybe it'll just put their drive gauge really low. So you could steal your turn and they might punish you, but they can still lose the match because they did an uppercut. Like they have no health and they put themselves in burnout. So there's a lot of ways in this game you can beat somebody through Unga strategies, which are kind of thought out. Not sure if I like it, but like one thing you can do with Jamie is medium, 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 heavy kick, Rekka. This is not a real string. Medium, 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 heavy kick. There's big gaps in between it, but what I've done is I did over 2 bars of drive gauge damage to my opponent while building up my own. This didn't cost me 1 bar. Every time I hit them, I build my meter back. So I took away 2 of their bars and I pretty much gained all mine back. But it requires to have an opponent who's not gonna mash, and there's a reason that they shouldn't mash. So this is +5 and it's 8 startups. So between the medium and the medium, that's actually a frame trap. So if they get hit by the second one, I can go into low forward off of the counter hit. So they have a reason to not want to mash, but then this third one is not real at all. There's like 7 frames in between it because this is only +1. So if I get away with this third one, I'm probably going to get away with the heavy kick also, but then I just take away their drive gauge. So then when you start doing things like that, then you open up things like walk up throw. Jamie can actually sway backwards after this and beat buttons and throw. And not to get too political, but that's one of the things I don't like about this game is whether your attack is blocked or hit. As long as it's a contact, you can turn it into something good. Yeah. That 7 frame is weak to have the strong stuff in this game. What do you mean? This medium punch? Medium punch is okay. Ken 7 frame down medium kick, Jamie 6 frame down medium punch. Yeah, his buttons, it's like pretty average. The 7 frame gap with the medium punch. This is yeah, it's a 7 frame gap between there, but down medium punch with frame trap, and if this counter hits, you get down medium kick. What are they doing in the corner? I think this is a good bang for your buck combo. I also think it's worth considering doing OD palm and then drink. You can also walk up and drink, but you get extra damage when you do the OD palm. The OD palm, because it's a OD special move, it doesn't completely stop the regen on your drive gauge. So when you attack them after it, you get your meter back. So I spend 2 bars here, but then when I sweep, I gain half a bar from the sweep, and then the drink gives me another bar, and then my bar is regenerating. That's why I love drinking in the corner when when I have 4 drinks. And this is pretty much a free OD palm. Pretty much free. It costs that minimum half a gauge, and then if I hit them when they get up, as long as they don't do an uppercut or something, then I'm gonna get my bar back. But I get, still get a lot back from just doing this. This is decent. It's got so many options, and I still haven't quite put it together. But basically, I will be doing this a lot more. If they're low on health, I may not even bother with the drink and just go for damage. that up. Like that. And yeah. You could also do some weird stuff, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, that's not worth it. But this combo's cool. That's cool. Your mic is a little quiet compared to everything else? That's odd. Good. Maybe I'm just not talking that loud. Isn't 39 technically a safe jump if you anti-jump? Yeah, it might be. Actually, I don't know. It might not be. Where is that at? This one? I think it's 39, right? 40? Let's just see what happens with that 30 or with that 40. It should tell you the advantage here. No. It's safe to most uppercuts, but if they mash on wake up, I think you get punish countered. That damage? Yeah, he can get more. With critical art, oh, you're in for a treat. I barely ever get to hit this. But if you have critical art, I pretty much never hit this. But you get a lot of damage out of this. Oh, they're dead.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Secret farts! Do you say that in your Dungeon Master game?
This is my time.
7,147. I think that's the most you can get to. IDFK? I don't fucking know. But, yeah, I was gonna test that. Let me see. It might be a punish counter. I just don't remember. What is it? I can block? Does that make sense? What about if I do a normal? That one's a punish counter. So yeah, I guess if it's an empty jump, you can still block. Can I tech a throw? Yeah. Weird. That also reminds me, I should find idiot ways to make Drive Rush Heavy Punch work. Just how like I was finding ways for Heavy Kick to work as a punish counter. As a moron. Because being a moron's pretty good. What's a good example? Let's just change this to crouch medium kick. Like if I do something like this. Little Street Fighter V spacing trap. I'm so smart. But there's ways you should be able to do this with Drive Rush Heavy Punch. And that would be just delicious. Oh, I messed this up against Nightmare Effect, actually. The OD Palm off of the juggle. I keep forgetting the state that they're in. Like the juggle state. Come on, man. You can't. I think Heavy Punch hits one. Whoa. What? 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 That's not right. It is. Okay. I could have swore that didn't work. Alright, sure. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, but basically that's it. This combo's so sick. The down heavy punch into target combo. It's so cool. Blocking. So basically I want to do something stupid like this. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't think I'll ever have enough. So in that case, what would I do? That's crazy. I'm gonna start doing that more. not enough to kill, but it almost does as much damage as the other combo. I think if I can extend it just a little, yeah, I can kill them there. I can kill them there. That's crazy. Oh, you whipped? You die. I can definitely extend here, because I can do this. I think that's gonna kill. Oh, the life reset. That's really close, but it might do it.
This is our destiny. My secret art. Let's go.
Oh! This character's sick.
Of course I'd win.
7k damage. Oh, that's nasty. Does Heavy Kick Bakai do more damage there at the end? The palm does more damage, but with the scaling, maybe Bakai does more. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Stupid game. I mean, it's gonna kill either way. Maybe. So I think the other one was. Dang, I forgot how much that was. This is 70-48. Might be equal. Yeah. What was it? I forgot. 70-48. Why write things down? It does 6 more damage. 6 more, but it should build more critical art meter. So yeah, I think it's better to do the medium kick Bakai then. Bull Strike in the building. Hey Bull Strike, I'm at 1948 now. I'm scared to play ranked. I'm at 1948. Honestly, my computer is kind of chugging along right now, and I hate that, so I don't think it's a good idea to play ranked like this. Oh, that 2020 that I flopped? Yeah.
Sure thing.
Before this, my best record was 1905. And then after that, I went nearly into the 1600s. I was at 1700-ish. It's like, this character, he's a character. So that you can set up command grab after medium arrow kick by delaying a forward dash. Can you do the same after level 3? Medium arrow kick. I don't even think you have to delay the dash. So medium arrow kick is 34. When you dash, that's 19 frames. So that would be 15 frames in between that. No matter how you dash, it's going to be 15 frames that you're working with. Yeah, I guess you could. You can just dash and walk up. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. That means you'd have to manually time the dash. So that can... That's okay. I like that. It's alright. So the difference is they back roll away from your character if you're too close to them. So if you dash first, you're going to be close to them. So the distance is much longer, right? Like this. But if I delay the dash, they're going to be rolling while I do the dash. So they're much closer, which puts you in commander range. But the issue with this is then you have to time this dash without really anything to... You just have to like practice doing it manually, just like you gotta practice doing this combo. It's like doing that combo with a really bad consequence. If you drop that combo, it sucks, but at least you're not getting punished for it most of the time. Unless you delay the sweep really badly. Whereas if you drop this, that's really bad. So you gotta be really sharp with that. And if you can help it, you just want to do a knockdown where you don't have to do that. Or like a knockdown setup. If you do drive rush 5 OP for +7. Right here. Yeah, that one would not... That would be more of a guess for you.
That would be more of an offensive guess. If you drive rush, I forget, but it's like below 22 or 3 or something like that. If you drive rush below a certain threshold, you can't stop yourself in time to block uppercuts. So that's a pretty good example because I can do it both ways. This is plus 34. I can drive rush and then manually time a meaty, but I can also block in time, like this. But if I dash up and then try to do the jab, it's not possible for me to block in time. So that means I gotta stretch it out a little bit and do something really stupid, which works. Which being stupid works quite often. But yeah, you can do it without the dash. Really? Let's see. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, this knockdown's good. The light kick and medium kick uppercuts are good for meterless. No, like, cause it's good because no matter what drink level you're at, you'll get something off of it. But usually when you're doing that, it's because you don't have the launcher or you don't have the light kick breakdance. Look, windmill. Because like light kick breakdance is the best one. Because you get +4, you get some corner carry, you get good meter. But it's not quite enough to command grab somebody, but it's still enough. It's still plus. Will that beat those low level 1 supers? No, it's not a meaty jab. So if you want a meaty jab, it would have to be +4. So if you're doing drive rush, it would be 11 +4. So you need a 15 frame knockdown, +15. If you want to auto time command grab, do DR stand jab immediately. Oh, use the jab as a frame kill? Like this? Is that in range? It works on paper, but it's too far. Maybe light punch would be better. Yeah, just the corner. Cool. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing good combos. So what other ways could I sneak in some stuff? What is this on the punch counter? Spot. This is +5. Nah. Oh, you can't even connect the first hits of it. So it has to be target combo. I think this is drive rush forward heavy kick for this knockdown. That's a trade, but that's fine. What is that? 30 something. No, 23? I think that's a round where you can do drive rush jab and it'll block uppercuts. So that's actually, I want to see that. That was more than enough. Way more than enough. Maybe 23 is where you can do a raw drive rush and block. I think Jamie has a slow uppercut too. Nope, 6 frame. About as good as it gets. I might not do that anymore. Because by the time I recognize it, sometimes it's too slow. Yeah. I think that works at some distances. If it hits late, I think you can do holy die kicks, please. Oh, I think it has to be uppercut. Getting sleepy. Ah. Bro. Hey, I don't think it's needed. 24-42. I saw Naro do this, but I wasn't sure why. I think it's just because in the corner, sometimes it's hard to connect stuff. But let's do this. 24-20. I don't know why you do that. If it's like level 3, maybe. But then just do the level 3. Or just palming the level 32 people. Goodness. Dive kicks. I kind of see what's happening sometimes. Huh. Oh, you do get a command grab if you don't do the diagonal. So you need either forward or down forward, either one, right? This game's funny. Did you know in Third Strike, there's some characters who could do command grab with forward, down, back, and then there's some characters that need the diagonals, so they got to do the down, forward, down, down, back, back. Well, not command grabs, like special moves. Weird game. I want to play, but I can already tell my computer is not wanting me to do that. Hey, Bolt Strike's here. Let's look at his replays. I think we did already. What else we got? Man, I'm probably not going to play today. When are we going to see boot up Third Strike? I tried to start 5K yesterday, but I guess I deleted it. I don't know what happened to it. Can't even find it no more. Premiere at 2 p.m. Oh, that's right now. There's a new video. There's a hot new Jamie video out. It's premiering right now. Look at that. Shalashaska. Oh, we let him get away with it. Easy uppercut. I've been seeing a lot of Jamies do that recently. Walk backward and low forward Rekka. I think he should. I just saw your comment, Richard Wood. I think you should do the low forward and then confirm the Rekka. But Drink Force fine. You still have the safety of it. How come there wasn't a fourth strike? There was. It was fan made. And Sean was called SUV. And he had charge moves. I think Jamie can win this matchup if you can get 2 drinks early. But that's the problem. Because it's hard to get drinks and it's hard to get them early. Nice. Oh, terrible. Need that third drink. It feels like you make a mistake with Jamie, like one small mistake, and it snowballs into a losing round. Like, cause look at his drive gauge. He made about 2 mistakes, and now he has to make harder reads just to come back. Like right there, that uppercut sucks. And then drinking, he has to avoid getting burnt out. I don't think he's gonna win this round. But he get put so far behind. Yeah. Appreciate your channel. It's helped me a lot. Nice. It's good that I can do some help for the YouTube side of things. I feel bad because I try to edit videos and I don't finish. There's actually a video that I forgot about. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I was covering news for like 3 days. And those just never got finished editing. I got like 3 videos that I'm editing right now for YouTube, but just things come up and I gotta do other stuff. I forget about it. Whoa! Oh, he could have killed from there easily. Yeah, he just dropped the combo. Pretty sure he could have killed here. Oldie Palm, yeah, he missed the drive rush heavy punch. No? He missed the heavy punch after this. I actually don't think it was enough to kill. Maybe that's what they were thinking too. But you still get a follow-up. You do heavy kick and then medium kick Bakai. Bakai? But I don't think level 1 was or level 3 was enough to kill. It was really close. Oh! Easily dead. I've seen Kazunoko spam that drink for elbow back, that drink for back elbow as wild. It's crazy because whenever I do it, people just jump in the corner and punish it. It's like, what? Hoot hoot. Yep, it's worth taking that punish from DJ. If you space a sweep out, DJ can't punish it very well. He can do a medium kick sometimes, but not really be able to combo after it. And he can super, which is really good. So before he has level 1, it's not a bad idea to just do a well-spaced sweep against DJ. Because at least it makes them play around something. the DJ matchup, I want to say it's a bad matchup so bad. It's actually not that bad. I think it's in DJ's favor for sure. But I just want to say it's a really bad matchup because DJ is stupid. It probably is a bad matchup. See, in this moment, I think I would have preferred to get corner carry with heavy kick uppercut. I think drink 3 is enough. Against DJ, a lot of the times, 1 or 2 drinks, I just want to like not give him a chance to play neutral. I'd rather secure the corner. See, going back to neutral like this, I don't think is as good as being in the corner as drink 3, because then you get the good knockdown off of drink 4. Oh, really? Crazy DJs, man. Do. Master overhead. Man, I wanna master this matchup. I think I think Jamie can get the job done. But then I play against like Banana Can, and I'm like, this game sucks. Never mind, I changed my mind. Don't want to do it. Counterpoint, always go for drinks because drink 4 is the most fun. You know, you remind me of Hugo in Third Strike. One of my philosophies with playing Hugos in tournaments is sometimes I might have to play Ken and Yang so I can stay in the tournament and play more Hugo. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about going for the 4th drink. If I get that 3rd drink and put him in the corner, then I can really use drink 4. Huh? Nice drink. Why does it happen to everybody? Why does this character not work? Drinks, dive kicks, Bakai. What? You just gotta adjust to the buffer system, bro. They might die before you get to 4. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? Ooh. Level Tress. It's time for trains. Why did they make OD Amnesia have 20 active frames? Riddle me that. Riddle me that something. Oi. Oi. Uh-oh. I know that feeling all too well. Oh, it reset. I hope they massively buff Zangief's level 1. Make it faster and make it beat cross-ups. That'd be sick. Change the animation to an air lariat. And then he grabs you and does the level 1. That'd be sick. Just give it to him. There's no reason why his level 1 should be that bad. It's barely defensible. It's like one unit away from being completely unusable. Malaria helicopter. And he makes the sound effects. Or you can just have the chopper sound effects. Most damaging level 1 is probably why it's so bad. Yeah, but usually it does 0 damage. Counterpoint. Usually you just use a bar and have 0 damage for it. And minus 3,000, 4,000 damage. Sweet. Man, I want to watch more of the Brother Son. That new show on Netflix. Pretty good. Me and my wife started watching it last night. I liked it. Oh. See, this situation right here, this is where down medium punch is great. For Jamie, a lot of Jamie players, including myself sometimes, will do down medium kick to punish stuff and then do a suboptimal combo and then drink, not have Oki, and then be upset about it on Twitter. When you do drivers down medium kick, it has a lot more scaling. So I understand like the reach is better and the speed is okay, but if you can help it, down medium punch gives you more better scaling. Somebody just text me. Who's that? That's good. Do. What happened? Is it the end? That's the end. Okay, not a bad stream today. Thinking about just calling it. I can feel myself. You know how when you get older, you feel yourself getting sick? It doesn't just happen instantly. Like, oh, my throat's a little sore. Uh-oh. So maybe I should take it easy. My wife, she got sick, and now my daughter's sick, and now my mom is sick, and that one sucks because she's in her 70s. I already got sick pretty recently, so I don't think I will, but I can't afford to get sick again. Starts with sore muscles and a little heat. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me today. It's been good. I think I need to restart my computer every time when I'm about to stream. Just restart my computer because this thing is it's done a great service, but I think it's on its way out. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for a motherboard, CPU, and a case. I should be able to manage with everything else. I have a graphics card and some hard drives that I can use. So it's crazy, man. I got 2 other computers, but I can't really use those because their graphics cards aren't good enough for NVIDIA broadcast or whatever. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. Hopefully tomorrow I can play some. I might start playing some Ryu and some Aki, maybe some Dhalsim and Zangief again. I kind of want to play all those characters again. The Jamie is getting close to 2K. I think once I do get the 2K with him, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll take a break. Maybe not. I heard recently that the phase is pretty close to being over. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try to get Legend Rank, secure it. Maybe not. It's not on my high priority list of things to do. Whereas Ed, they got until what, February or March? It's a winter release. Could be the very last moment. Man. Was anybody else at EVO when they released Abigail? And it was the least hyped thing. There was like 2 people that were excited. Everyone else was like, you waited for EVO for this? Just wait. Americans love big idiots. They just big idiots and cars. Yeah, America will love this. I wonder if the same reception will be done for Ed. You know what they what are they gonna do? Because at this point for Capcom Cup, it's gonna be an Ed reveal. It has to be. And then it'll be, oh yeah, cool Akuma. But yeah, they'll probably show Akuma's back. I doubt they'll get into more than that. They haven't done like preview things, you know? Until the character's released, then they might do a tutorial, right? I think that's how it goes. Yeah, back shots from Akuma. But what I think they would do is showcase the season 2 reveal, like what the direction of the game and how it's gonna be. That's probably gonna be the Akuma patch. I mean, what do y'all think? Do you think it's gonna be Ed season 2 then Akuma, or Ed season 2 and Akuma? Because if that's the case, then they could do at Capcom Cup Ed reveal, trailer, and then do you want more information? And then season 2 showcase, and everyone's like, well, cool, Dry Rush is slower or something, I don't know. And then Akuma's back shots. Maybe that's the order of operation. Akuma season and Ed in season 7. 7? It's not even close to 2. I bet they'll release Ed during Capcom Cup and available now sort of deal in Akuma trailer. That'd be such a troll if they released Ed just before Capcom Cup, and then Ending Walker can't. Ending Walker don't got time to play Ed. You gotta play some Ryu. Biggarumu. That video is forever a classic. Probably all together, Ed isn't enough for Capcom Cup, so Akuma teaser and season 2 teaser makes sense. Yeah, I think that's the highest probability. Ed reveal, and everyone's like, all right, cool. Ed, he has a hat, and he looks stupid. And then, oh, season 2. Oh, they'll probably show like stages. I bet. My hope is that they've been holding back for a big content reveal at Capcom Cup. And maybe they'll do it over time for the week-long event. So they'll show Ed. I think that would be the way to do it, is advertise prior to the Capcom Cup Grand Finals $1 million tournament and release it in doses. I don't know what the right business move is. Because that would also promote the tournament, you know, while it's happening. Oh man, there's something I want to talk about, but I'll never talk about it. It's only talked about at the beginning of streams. Never mind. Stages are going to be $11. Oh boy. Well, I learned during the Best of 5 show that I'm co-hosting with Elan, the Yora costume, the Battle Hub costume, you don't have to pay for that because you can purchase it through Drive Tickets. I didn't know that, and I didn't care to know that because I was so shell-shocked by the prior 2 mishaps. Because the last time they did costumes, you couldn't buy a costume. You had to buy fighter coins, which costed more than the costume. And I think we added up, if you wanted to buy all the costumes, the best deal was like $100. And then they had the Ninja Turtles for $20. So after that, the Yora costume or whoever, I'm like, I don't care. It's gonna be another clap minus $50. I'm good. But it turns out that was actually for Drive Tickets. It's just that because of the prior events, I didn't want to know. But that's pretty cool. Something that's released for Drive Tickets. And it'd be cool if they did something like that. If that occurred bi-weekly, I think that'd be awesome. If they had some kind of collaboration with some other entity, a gacha game. If they had a Nikkei collaboration, that'd be money in the bank. TMT song, maybe buy a season pass to replace the music. Why didn't you just mute it? I guess, you know, if you don't play your own music or if you're on console. Dang, that's dirty. That's a gacha strategy. It's hard to find any pattern with Capcom's strategy so far, but it has been mostly Avatar costume stuff. Yeah, and I kind of see why. Like where's the money at? You know, who's gonna spend money, and what's the largest audience of their game? It's gonna be casual players, which is great. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I mean, yeah, sure. I think that's the right move for them. But yeah, hopefully next season they do at least biannual patch. It don't gotta be 3 or 4 months. Just, you know, just do a little, just clean a few things up. And I hope the best for Capcom Cup. What I learned with CPT East was half of the matches were very exciting, and then half of the other matches were very not exciting. It's like, oh, Ryu just loses to Gao. Cool, got it. Oh, Jury just loses to Gao. Okay, got it. Cool. But then half of those matches were pretty sick. So I hope Capcom Cup is even better than that, and like most of the matches are really sick. I think it's gonna be good. And I think this is the Capcom Cup is gonna be the worst in a good way. It'll be the last worst tournament. And I mean that in a loving way. The last Capcom Cup was just a lot of Luke, right? This Capcom Cup, I think we'll see more than just a few characters. We'll see a lot of Luke, Ken, and some JP. But there'll be some diversity. But I think this is the last time we probably have to stomach through that in Street Fighter for a while at least. Because next patch, I think it's going to be really good. I think people were hoping more for offline events too. I do personally hope for more offline events. But when I budgeted Frosty, I was like, God dang, man. I can afford this, but it doesn't make sense. It's like over $1,000 to do it. I'd have to travel with people, get a hotel room, and maybe rent a car, split the cost. That sounds terrible. I used to be able to go to tournaments, just me, have my own hotel room. No more. Like, wow. But Frosty seems worth it for 4 days. But it's also 4 days that I'm not going to be streaming or anything like that, so it's hard to justify it. It was actually more than $1,000 just for hotel, room, registration, and if I were to rent a car. And I actually eat free because I have Chipotle codes. I have Chipotle promo codes, so I'm getting Chipotle and water. Streaming Frosty's is definitely too late now because plane ticket's going to be even more. Unless I drive there, and that sounds awful. But yep. Speaking of Blue Fire, I'm going to do a little shout out. Best of 5. Make sure y'all follow Best of 5. That's for me and Blue Fire 132, aka Elan, do the Best of 5 show. Did I spell it right? Best of V show. Dang it. Shout out Best of the show. I have to wait 1 minute and 42 seconds before giving another shout out. Okay. Please follow that channel. When it's at, we did a show last night at 6 p.m. EST. And I think that's when we'll do it consistently every week, right? And Elon has mentioned to me that he's gonna cut up the video into different segments and upload it on YouTube. What's the YouTube link?
Is it Best of 5 show on YouTube? It's at Best of 5 YouTube. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. And next week, I'm gonna set it up and stream and just raid the channel before we go live or after, of course. Cool. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna get out of here. Make sure I don't get sick or nothing. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks on YouTube for liking and spreading the word and all that. Tuning in on X and saying that Angry Birds tier list is better. Z Auto on Kick coming through. I wonder if you're there. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Good games.